Hi guys, so today I wanted to do a quick comparison of the actual Beauty Blender. Now this one is old and looks disgusting, as you can tell, and we got this in a Birchbox. So that was when Birchbox still shipped to Canada. And this one, which is a slightly different shape and is also used, but not quite as disgusting, is the Shop Miss AOA, whatever they call their beauty blender. It's a feudy blender. It's a faux beauty blender, and I really like it. They're both dry right now. I let them dry for 2 days, and you can see, I mean, this one it's bigger in general, but I am now going to just get them wet, and we'll see how they work together. And I don't have any foundation on. I do have all my magic potions on, and I have my primer on, just the regular e.l.f. poreless primer. I actually quite like this, and I think I'm starting to get low, but baby got low, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so hang on a minute, and I am gonna get these wet, and we'll see how much bigger they get. Okay, so this is before. So basically I'm going to put the tip right at my ring there, before for the Beauty Blender, and before for the faux Beauty Blender from AOA. Regard. Okay, so here they are, all squishy and wet, and we'll do the quick, again, that's how big it is once it's saturated. And this one, how big it is when it's saturated. And we're gonna do the squishy test here. So yeah, there's lots of water coming out of both of them. Maybe more out of the faux one, but that may also be because it appears to be slightly bigger in general. So what I'm gonna do, I keep switching these, I am going to do the left side of my face with the Beauty Blender, the proper Beauty Blender, the real Beauty Blender, and I'm going to do the right side of my face with the faux Beauty Blender, and we're going to see if there's any conceivable difference. I can tell you right now, this is really soft. This is softer. This is softer. The squish factor is a bit more. This one is a little bit more dense. I don't know if the amount of denseness would actually make that much difference. Now, I will give, I'm sorry, my hair's getting caught on everything, as it does. I will give this a little bit of leeway because it is old, and as you can see, there's, you know, it's missing bits. It's been well loved, and I did my best to clean it. I'm sorry. It's actually clean and sterilized. It's just stained, and this one is much newer. So I have my little holder. I'm going to put this in the holder. It is going to dry a bit. I may re-wet it, and I am going to take, which foundation should I use? I'm going to take my Lancome Visionnaire, which is a little dark, but, you know, I'll live with it. Now, I usually just put this on my hand like a palette, and then I tap it on. I don't actually know if this is, I just went over the line. I don't know if this is how most people do it, but it is how I do it. So I'm going to apply it exactly as I would normally. Then I'll take my Beauty Blender and I'll sop up a bit of whatever's left on my hand. And I'm just going to go in, and I'll just fast forward through this. I'm only going to do one coat on each side. I'm not going to try and really do a heavy foundation with it. So that is the left-hand side of my face with the Beauty Blender. All right, now I'm not going to re-wet it because I've managed to do that fairly quickly. I'm going to do the same thing, swoosh, and then I'm going to. So, if you can tell a difference, and I know this isn't the best lighting, like I am aware of that, but honest to God, I'll take a picture out in natural lighting and insert it here. If you can tell me the difference between these two products, you'll win yourself a duck. I will be amazed. Because to me, they feel pretty much the same. The Beauty Blender, the real Beauty Blender, the actual Beauty Blender is very nice. But I don't remember how much. It's like $30? Something like that for this. This was $1. I will make sure I get the actual real price of the Beauty Blender, but that is a huge difference in what is basically the same product that does basically the same thing. So I don't see any difference, and I don't feel any difference in the actual makeup application. So for my money, unless you are really concerned about having name brand things, which some people are very concerned about that. Unless that is specifically what you need, the name brand, I would go with this one. I have not tried the Real Technique one. I've heard very good things about it, so I will try that soon. I'll try that one too, and maybe we'll do a 3-way. That sounded really wrong. Maybe we'll try a 3-way example of this. So I'm going to go take a picture in natural light of my face, and you can tell me if you think there's any significant difference in the coverage. I'm just gonna, oh wow, I could have done both things at the same side. I'm ambidextrous. I'd give my right hand to be ambidextrous. Anyway, let's go take a picture. Unfortunately, it's a gray day out there today, so I'm just standing in the window. I'm going to show you, this is the side I used the faux Beauty Blender on, and this is the side I used the actual Beauty Blender on. All I have on is foundation. I have no powder. I have no concealer of any kind. This is just a foundation test and really just an application test. So that is in totally natural light where you can see all my lines and wrinkles. I must love you guys because I will actually do this. That is the Beauty Blender. I do not see a significant difference in either one. I am going to go put on the rest of my makeup and I'm going to shoot another video. So I hope that helped somebody, and I hope it saved you like, I don't know, $20 or more. Depends on how much you have to pay for your Beauty Blender. So again, I would go to Shop Miss A. I am not affiliated in any way. Hashtag not sponsored. I'd love to be sponsored by Miss A. Can you imagine the amount of stuff I could get? But I am not sponsored by Miss A, nor am I sponsored by Beauty Blender, and it is a good product. I do enjoy the product, but for the dollar worth, I would go with the Miss A. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched this far, you might as well hit that subscribe button because you watched this far, and you should be subscribed to me because obviously I'm incredibly interesting. You can also ring the bell so that you are notified every time that I upload a video, if you care about that. And what else? Leave me a comment in the bottom whether or not you see any actual difference. Again, Beauty Blender side, not Beauty Blender side. Beauty Blender side, faux Beauty Blender side. So leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I really and truly do appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you in the next one. Later.